So I didn't know what to expect last time I came here. I just thought I was going to another country and I'm going to be singing a few songs, and I didn't think I'd have this kind of feeling for it. And as soon as I arrived, I just felt happy, and everyone that I met was just amazing and smiley and very kind and welcoming to me. And I love singing for everyone, so to come back and be able to do another show is just a dream, and hopefully I'll be back again and again and again, and then you'll be sick of me.
I highly doubt that would happen.
I always get nervous still before every show, so there's no change there, and hopefully that will never change, because I kind of love that feeling. And I love to just try and chill out before the show, try and take my mind off of what's about to happen, because the thought of singing to hundreds of people is quite a scary thought. So yeah, I chill with my band. My band are really lovely people, and they keep me calm, and we listen to music, and yeah, just try and chill out before the show, and then just before I'm about to go on, I start shaking like this, and then I go on. So I went to a performing arts school where I learned dance and acting and singing, and I got into my first show, my first musical show, when I was 5 years old. So it started when I was really young, and although back then I didn't think to myself, I'm going to be a pop star, I just knew that I loved to sing to people and feel that feeling of when you see the faces in the crowd. I knew that I loved that. So I guess it started from a really young age, and I just didn't stop singing. My mum and dad were like, shut up, all the time. Yeah, I went to college and studied music, and then met a songwriter, and then started writing my own music, and yeah, just kind of went from there. As soon as I wrote my first song, I was like, I love this even more than I dreamed of. So everything. I love to write about true things that I've been through in my life. I find it really hard to make up subjects in my head that I haven't felt or experienced. So for me, it always starts with a true story, and I guess that's what I write. I just go into the studio and write a story about my life, and it becomes a song, and I tell everyone about my stories, and that's quite strange, but I think that's what makes it even more special for me, that journey of going through something and writing it down on a piece of paper to then performing it to people and releasing it as a song is a really great thing to go through. To always be honest with everyone and the people around you and yourself. I try and show that on social media, that it's okay to feel anything and not to just always put on a brave face, and I think that's really important for people to know. And I love seeing my family, I love spending time with them and just letting them know that I'm the same. You know, I'm the same as them. I don't want them to think of me as someone who's like, oh, I just want them to think that we can hang out and just be friends. So yeah, as long as they know that life is whatever happens, and you deal with that in life, and there's nothing really planned, and it's not a secure route to happiness. I think that's just like a good thing to know. I want to come back. I want to be here all the time, so as much as I can be here, I'll be here. I think one of the most emotional songs is Then, a song called Then. It's just about kind of finally, it's actually quite a good message and a happy message, but it makes me feel sad because I had to go through something so painful to get out the other side, which is always hard trying to remember that time. So whenever I sing on stage, it's not as if I'm just singing a song. I truly remember that moment when I felt really sad. So it's like I'm kind of going through it again. So I think Then, or a song called Peak, which I think is probably one of my saddest songs. And yes, it's all about heartbreak, I guess, and I like to write about that because I guess a lot of people can relate to it, which is quite sad, but yeah, I feel like it's a good thing to write songs like that for people that need to let that cry out. Well, I just thought it was a yes straight away because I love Spotify and I love being here, so it's a kind of no-brainer. I constantly stream old school kind of 90s songs, like R&B songs, and songs that, I don't know, just songs I used to grow up listening to, I think. I love listening to new music, don't get me wrong, but when I feel in the mood, or just when I'm just about to go on stage, I love to reminisce about all of those songs I used to listen to growing up.
Cool. On that note, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I do hope you enjoy the performance later. We are all really excited to see you on stage. I have a feeling you're just going to rock that stage.